Greetings and welcome to another episode of BTY. My name is Michael and you are watching the first episode of my fashion journey, going from zero to hero. So the whole idea behind this series and wanting to start this off is the fact that here in Cape Town where I live, summer is just around the corner. And I've decided that it is finally time to get my fashion in check. Now, as a young 21-year-old man, fashion has never been something that has been of extreme interest to me. I kind of always just wore what my mom bought for me from the store. Whatever it was, whatever she thought looked good, I was happy with that. And apart from anything ridiculous, yeah, I was happy to wear. Whatever my mom brought home from the local H&M. And obviously, as you're starting to get older, you start to realize that okay, you need to develop your own sense of fashion. And the reason for that is because fashion is just such an underrated asset to have as a young person in general. I've noticed that when you are observing someone who actually has good fashion, you are just instantly more drawn to them and find them more attractive and more visually appealing, but you kind of don't know why exactly when you first glance. You're sort of like, I'm not sure why that person looks better than others, but they just do. So I think that's what having a good sense of fashion can actually do for you. And that's what we're looking to do today. So join me as I go on this journey. As I said, starting from the very bottom, but looking to learn about fashion, about what's in today, the latest trends, and what actually looks good for a young man like myself. Okay, so you might be thinking to yourself, Michael, what is it that you are wearing right now? And today is a Wednesday like any other, and I work from home, so I'm currently just wearing a blue t-shirt and a pair of blue tracksuit pants. Now, because I'm working from home and I'm not really going out today, I can get away with this. But what are a couple of items that my wardrobe usually consists of? Let me show you. After a quick wardrobe change, I am back. And if I was to go out today, this is probably how I would spruce up this outfit. Like, genuinely, this is what I would put on. This is a red hoodie. This is one of my favorite hoodies that I've had for the last, since I was in high school, actually. I mean, I've been wearing this hoodie since I was in grade 8, 9. And it's just trusty, it's comfortable, keeps me warm. I always enjoy it. And one thing that I've been accused of many a time is the hamburger look. Now, the hamburger look is when you wear matching shoes or matching bottoms with whatever you're wearing on the top. And according to me, I thought this was fashion 101. Like, genuinely, I thought this was a good move on my part, but I've been called out on this a few times for just being, I guess it's just, although it does go, the red and the red will go, what I have been told is, it's just a bit unimaginative and it's uninspiring, to say the least. Any outfit like that, it can work, but if that's your go-to thing and all you're doing is just the hamburger look, you're going to get called out for it, as I did. So, okay, this is probably one of the worst outfits that I'll wear, in that it's just a comfy, and, it's fine to have items of clothing that you just find comfortable and that are happy to wear. And you don't always have to be a fashion icon. But yeah, this is kind of the extent of what I would on most days wear. But now looking at, if I had to try and dress up a bit, and okay, now I'm trying to look good. Let me show you what else I've got in the locker. Okay, looking better. So yeah, if I'm trying to go out on a little date with the girlfriend, or even just going out to town with the family, this is probably one of my nicer outfits that I'll put on. This is a very nice cotton and linen fabric. I generally actually don't know exactly what it's made out of, but that is what I would wear on a day where I'm actually trying to look good. And I think this is a good outfit. Ignore the pants. Usually I'd be wearing this with jeans or maybe a pair of chinos. But yeah, this is kind of like what I like to do. I have a few white t-shirts that I wear underneath, nice jackets and so on. So that's probably the extent of how far my fashion goes. And if I'm trying to look good, then this is it. So you guys gonna have to let me know, is this good enough? Is this looking all right? Personally, I think this is a nice outfit, but I want to get more outfits that look, as good as this. I think that's what we're trying to do with this journey, is to go from most of my outfits being a 3, 4 out of 10, and having the occasional nice one, to consistently dressing well on a daily basis. And hopefully you guys can relate to that. Maybe you already were born with a good sense of fashion, and you're one of those people that we're not sure why you look so good, but you just do. But yeah, if not, then we can go on this journey together. And just now we're going to be diving into what is actually trending right now and what is fashionable in the 2024 year that we are currently living in. But before I do that, I just want to show you guys another summer outfit that I recently bought that I thought was a step in the right direction, and maybe we'll have to see if that lines up with what is currently trending. Okay, so summer fit is on, and you might be thinking to yourself, Michael, you told us that you had no sense of fashion, and here you are looking like the fashion king. Well, you wouldn't be too wrong, but the issue is that the last two outfits that I've shown you are probably 2 out of 20, and the rest of the outfits look more like the first one that you saw. And so you start to see where the problem is here. I think last summer was actually where I first kind of realized that my sense of fashion needed quite a bit of work. Because every day it just felt like I was wearing, a pair of blue shorts and and then a red t-shirt, and then, blue tackies, or, simple stuff. And then occasionally I'd wear a bit of jewelry with that, like maybe a ring, maybe a little necklace, a watch. These kind of accessories can help. And I think they did help. They were the only thing that holding my outfit slightly together. But yeah, so this is something that I picked up the other day. This is a nice black cotton t-shirt, button up. Very nice for going to the beach. You can wear this with something underneath it, or not, depending on how hot it is. You can just go to the beach with this. This is a nice Billabong tee. And on the bottoms, I've got a pair of beige shorts that I'm wearing. So, and show you guys the bottom, we got a pair of high top black Vans. So this outfit, you guys are gonna have to let me know. This is, in my opinion, one of the better summer outfits that I've been able to come up with. Okay, so just before we hop into what is actually fashionable today and what can be called in style, I just wanted to lay down that this is going to be us looking at, I guess, what's kind of popular and what is, I know in fashion you get high fashion, you get all sorts of different types of fashion. You get, goth, you get, surfer boy type fashion. And I guess that's also the interesting thing about fashion, without saying the word fashion too many times, is that, it is something that is objective. And what you like might be different from what other people like. And what is popular, you might not even like. So you've actually got to find what works for you. And I know that that's actually something to keep in mind as we go on this journey, is to stay true to who I am at the end of the day and who we are, and not just bend to what's popular and what other people think looks good. But at the same time, you do get objectively bad fashion, and you can always improve and work and learn. And I think that's the whole purpose of this journey. So let's do it. We are back after a few minutes of looking into what is fashionable. I have to admit that is probably the longest amount of time I've ever spent in my life looking at fashion trends. I genuinely have never spent much time looking into these kind of things, but it's quite interesting. I looked at a couple of articles. One that was talking more about the fall summer trends. I clicked on this because it was from about 2 days ago, but obviously that relates to countries that are in the northern hemisphere where they're going into fall and winter now. So that was interesting, just to look at a couple of the things that they mentioned were in style, and to ask ourselves the question if I've been wearing any of these over the last few months. Yes, the answer is no. But so the first thing that they mentioned is oversized coats. Now, this is something that I've actually been wanting to get my hands on. I'm a big fan of the show Peaky Blinders. I recently bought myself one of those caps, and I know that one of the best things that actually goes with those Peaky caps that they wear is actually an oversized coat, and those especially those old British style ones, and you get some really very fashionable, and I actually like the look of them a lot. So that is actually an item that I would be keen to get my hands on. And so this is something that we can do in future episodes of this series, is actually going out and buying the items to improve the fashion wardrobe. So oversized coats is first on the list. and I'm keen on that one. Now, the second thing that they mentioned is joggers, and that's an interesting one. The kind of joggers that they were referring to, I'll throw a couple of pictures up on the screen. Definitely a bit of a different style from the ones that I wear. I usually just wear almost like plain gray sweatpants, the kind of thing that every guy wears. And although those aren't exactly in fashion, I think they are one of those items of clothing that it's almost quite ugly, but it's comfortable. And for that reason, I think I could definitely keep my hands on those. However, I also look into getting some joggers, although I haven't really seen that style around. So joggers, somewhere in the middle. Another thing that they mentioned is cardigans. Now, honestly, when I was looking at the pictures of the guys wearing these cardigans, I got to put this in the bracket of just I'm starting to see how that looks like it's for me. I personally don't see myself buying, and if I were to buy it, I don't see myself wearing something like a cardigan all that often. Just not quite my style. So cardigans we'll put in the lower tier. Now, another cool thing that they mentioned is something that I wouldn't have known about before, but it's called Bermuda shorts. So I'll throw up again a couple of pictures on screen so you guys can see, what is apparently in fashion at the moment. I think these next few items are from an article rather that I saw on Esquire that seemed very interesting and was more on summer trends of 2024. So they're saying Bermuda shorts are very much in, something to keep in mind. Another thing is tennis and sports style clothing. So this is something that I can actually very much get on board with. A lot of this clothes that I wear is quite like sporty. I like being active in the summer. I'm always, on the go. Sometimes I am playing tennis. Sometimes I'm playing football. Sometimes I'm just running around on the beach. But I think that's why I enjoy wearing sports style clothing. Is that it's comfortable for doing those kind of activities, and it actually looks good. So I'm glad to hear that that's in fashion. Now, one thing that I saw that was very interesting was the comeback of the jorts. And I've actually noticed this here. I've seen a few guys walking around the streets in a pair of jorts. They think their time has come back. And I used to have a pair of jorts back in the day, jean shorts. And fair enough, it's interesting to hear that this is back in fashion. And I've seen it, like I said, here in Cape Town. I think a few people have brought out their old pair of jorts that they hid for many years. I personally don't have mine anymore. I'm not going to be in a huge rush to go and get myself a pair of jean shorts. I think there's other things I would lean towards first before going back there. But it's interesting to know that jean shorts are back in the market. And then two other things that these are really quality items of clothing. And I know whenever you see someone wearing, like polo shirts, they talk about wearing textured polo shirts. And, they were looking at the pictures that they were showing up there. And I got to admit, like, it does look really, really good. So definitely something I would, be keen on looking into, getting a pair of polo shirts and then linen pants. Again, something I don't have in my wardrobe at all. Like I said, my wardrobe mainly consists of, generic shorts, t-shirts, and just stuff that's comfortable. Not exactly high fashion, as they say. So that has been an episode of the fashion journey, going from zero to hero. I think this has been very educational for myself. Just learning a bit about what actually looks good and what you can go outside and people will be like, okay, that guy actually knows something, and that's also very valuable in itself. Despite the fact that you might look good, let's say you're wearing something that's actually in fashion at the moment, people will find that interesting if you can even bring that up and be like, oh, this is an item that I bought from X, Y, and Z. It's sourced from this place. It's like a new asset that you can add to yourself, and that's kind of what I'm looking to do. So yeah, I'm gonna be, depending on how well this series does, I would love to post regular episodes on this, and we can go on this journey together of improving our fashion. And if you did enjoy, then please consider leaving a like, subscribing to the channel, and leaving a comment. And please leave comments and let me know if this is something that you guys are enjoying, and we can go out and do some more episodes where I actually go and physically improve my wardrobe and my fashion sense. And then we can test it out, walk around in some of the hottest places in Cape Town and see how we do. But that's been it from me. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next episode very soon. Much love from BTY.